Вооружен западный.
Europe's appeal for unity collided head-on with Moscow's firebrand rhetoric this week as Dmitry Medvedev turned Russia's Victory Day into a platform to denounce the West, branding European leaders lapdogs, aiding typhus-ridden neo-Nazi Lice. The outburst came after Medvedev, deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, met with Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel in Moscow, where both leaders took aim at what they described as Western efforts to distort the memory of World War II. We are glad to see friends who are joining us in celebrating the 80th anniversary of the crushing defeat of Nazi Germany. Medvedev wrote on X, "This is something the European lapdogs helping today's typhus-ridden neo-Nazi lice should remember." Diaz-Canel echoed Medvedev's tone, warning of the resurgence of fascism and accusing the West of attempting to rewrite history and diminish the Soviet Union's role in defeating Nazi Germany.
Today we must realize that there are new manifestations of fascism. Unfortunately, humanity has not learned the necessary lessons of that war and victory. Today, there are attempts to rewrite history, to interpret it as the West interprets it. And every day, there are more and more attempts to minimize the role and significance of the historical memory of the USSR, the Red Army, and the Soviet people.
The Cuban leader's remarks, delivered on Russian soil, came just as the European Union issued sharp warnings to its member states. Those attending the May 9th Moscow celebration would face consequences, a sign of how far the symbolic day has drifted into geopolitical contention. With tensions mounting over how Victory Day is being politicized, even acts of remembrance now carry the weight of international alignment. EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas, speaking in Warsaw, fired back at Moscow's showmanship, urging leaders to stand with Ukraine instead of legitimizing the Kremlin's spectacle.
It is clear that all those who are for peace should be in Ukraine rather than in Moscow when it comes to this 9th of May, which is a Europe Day, where we celebrate Europe, which is a peace project. And therefore, of course, we are going there with different topics when it comes to accountability, for example, when it comes to further support for Ukraine, and I'm very happy that we are able to do this together also with our partners from other countries besides European countries.
A day once meant to honor wartime sacrifice has now become a proxy battleground for clashing worldviews. Russia weaponizes history to fortify alliances, while Europe scrambles to hold its own ranks together, leaving the legacy of May 9th caught in a deepening global rift.